welcome to today's session on Discovery 2021. Today's subtopic is on sowing and reaping. That's right, giving, planting, receiving, and harvest. Yay! Well, it is so exciting to have you here today. And today's story is about Elijah and the widow and her son. Long time ago, Elijah, who was the prophet at the time, went to the evil king of Israel and said to him, "The word of the Lord came to me, and there is going to be famine." In other words, there's going to be no rain. Nothing will be able to grow, so no food, no water. And at that time, there were no grocery stores, so you couldn't just hop out to the shop and go and buy something. The king said to him, "No ways, no rain for years until you say so." Oh no. The Lord said to Elijah, "Go to a small village, and in that village you will see a widow who is collecting a whole lot of wood." Aha! He spots the widow and he says to her, "Good day, ma'am. Will you please provide me with a little water?" "No problem." Off she went and he said, just a minute. "Will you please give me some bread?" She said, "Sir, my son and I don't have any bread. We only have a small bit of oil and a last little bit of flour to make our last loaf of bread before we actually have to starve to death due to the famine." Elijah said, "Why don't you go and make that loaf of bread for me?" Without hesitation, she used her last oil and her last bit of flour, and she brought the little loaf for Elijah and just enough for her and her son to eat as well. Elijah said to her, "Because of your obedience, you will not run out of oil, you will not run out of flour, you will have more than enough until the rains comes again." She thought this was a bit strange. But the key word here is obedience. And you know what? She did not run out of any flour or any oil in all this time because she put God first. As the prophet, she listened to the man of God, and by her obedience, she received and never ran out. Some months later, her son got extremely ill and he collapsed. The widow called, Elijah, my son is very ill." Elijah ran upstairs. He laid the child down on the bed and he cried out to the Lord and he said, "Lord, please can you bring life into this child again?" Elijah laid his body 3 times over the little boy's body, and the boy just was revived. He lived again. And the widow said, "Thank you, Lord." And Elijah said, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, faithful Father." And you know what the moral of the story is? The fact that the widow was obedient and gave her first and her last to the Lord in obedience, she did not lack. So not only by sowing her very last, totally unselfish behavior, by sowing in obedience, she never ran out of food, so she received the current blessings. But also, God had not forgotten about her obedience later on, because when Elijah cried out to the Lord heard Elijah and remembered the woman's good deeds of obedience and sowing. Therefore, her blessings overflowed, not only her current blessings, but later on the blessings carried on. So what we are saying is that there's so much blessings in giving. In sowing, we shall reap plenty. And so today, may you be encouraged to always and never cease praying and being obedient to the word of the Lord, for there is much blessings in it. And so I hope to see you all soon. We miss you for those that are still at home. And we also just invite you to bring a friend. Come and join us every Sunday at 7:30, at 9 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock services. We look forward to seeing you soon. We also have an amazing Harvest Fest coming up in October, so stay tuned. See you then. Don't forget, seed time and harvest. Bye.